Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is Cuisinart's brand new 8-cup elemental food processor. Has a little bit different shape in the front. It's tapered on the sides. Also, you notice the buttons, they're made out of a soft touch material. You have high, low, here you have off, and here you have pulse. So you have a lot of variety in the speeds and the functions that you can use. There are 3 colors. This one happens to be silver, the one in the middle white, and the one on the end here, this is gunmetal. Like I said, it's a great size because it can fit a variety of needs for you. It can do everything from chop, mix, puree, liquefy, emulsify, knead dough, and it can also slice and shred. It comes with these 2 discs, which are completely reversible, and though they look the same, this one happens to be the one for medium slicing, and when you turn this over, the other side is for shredding. And the same goes to this one, happens to be fine, but this side is shredding, and then this side is slicing. So though they look exactly the same, they have a lot of versatility. Then the other thing that comes with your food processor is this chopping blade. It's great for mixing, pureeing, kneading dough, all of the traditional types of things that you would do in what we call the bottom of this work bowl. You'll notice that I took the lid off really easily with one hand, really easy to operate. And in the front here, that's where your integrated lock is. Has a feed tube here. The bottom of this feed tube has little teeth on it, which are great for like gripping food where you're going to do any slicing and shredding, and also has a little hole there, which is great to use when you want to add any kind of liquid into your bowl while your machine is running. So it comes in a nice selection of colors, and like I said, it's a nice size, generous enough for entertaining, and also compact enough for everyday use. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make a really quick and easy Caesar dressing. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is open our lid. I'm going to put it over here. And you notice that it stands upright, and the great thing about that is when you're using your slicing disc or your chopping blade, in order not to get your counter dirty, you can lay them right in there. So I'm going to just put the garlic in, and I'm going to put the lid on. I could have actually dropped this through the feed tube with the machine running, but it's going to turn that on. Turn it off, and then what I'm going to do is, you notice how really quickly it actually chopped up that garlic, which was great. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. First are the yolks, 2 yolks. And I can really smell that garlic. It smells really good. And next is the mustard, which is going to really give it a nice taste. And also the mustard helps emulsify your ingredients, make them nice and smooth and tasty. Next item is the Worcestershire sauce, vinegar, pepper, lemon juice, and then the last ingredient is anchovies, which is gives it a nice taste, and once it's emulsified, you'd never know it was in there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the machine back on until this is completely incorporated. So notice how I was able to switch from the high button to the low button during the processing time. That's a really great feature to have. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add this pre-measured olive oil into the food processor as it's running. So I'm just going to check. There's still a little bit of olive oil left to go in. I'm going to turn it back on and let it finish incorporating. So I think that's done. There's just a little bit left in the bottom, but that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is just hold this up. And notice how I'm able to do this with one hand. And what I'm going to do now is Just going to pour this directly into the romaine lettuce. You see how beautifully smooth that is and how well it incorporates. I'm just going to put this back on here. Get it so I get it out of the way. Just turn this upside down for the time being. And then I'm just going to finish this off. And all we're going to do is put a little bit of shredded cheese on top to give it some texture and extra little bit of salty taste to it, because you notice I didn't add any salt because there was the anchovies in there and also the cheese. So what we're going to do is just incorporate that together. There's so many great things you can do with a food processor. Like I mentioned, a beautiful emulsification for a salad like this, quickly and easily, that you wouldn't be able to do by hand. Or just use it for entertaining, making salads and also coleslaws. You can make beautiful dips like hummus or artichoke dip. It's amazing, and it's a great way to be creative in the kitchen. There you have it, the Cuisinart Elemental 8-cup food processor.